Hey yo, welcome to the wonderful world of HungryHeath. Shelly eats steak, and my little Delilah.
Are you even on camera, Delilah? There she goes.
Nice. Now you know by now, I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to eat, and I love to cook. The only thing I love more than that is my wife and my dog.
Which worded though?
The way I said it, I think. Depends on who's acting like what.
Who's acting like what?
Uh-huh. It's like an old saying I heard. You want to find out who loves you more? Lock your dog and your wife in the trunk. Leave them there for about an hour. Open it up, see which one's happy to see you. I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you have a death wish.
Yeah.
I love you, babe.
Love you more.
So I just wanted to drop in my weekly update on my MS and let y'all know everything is like it was last week.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. After the eye.
I don't know what's going on with me today. She thinks I don't have enough electrolytes in me, but my eyes have been kind of bugging out on me. Everything's kind of fuzzy. Like even sitting here looking across the room at the refrigerator, everything's double. I mean, I see two phones right now in front of me. When we were driving around the cars in front of me, I saw two. I'm glad she was the one driving. But
Me too.
it seems like the more active I am during the day doing stuff, and when I'm not eating on a regular schedule, it affects me more, it seems like.
Well, because today you weren't really active.
I felt like I was walking and doing stuff instead of just sitting here on the couch enjoying my Sunday.
So you weren't any more active than you usually are.
Yeah.
But I think because it's hot. If y'all
We're in Texas.
Well, and most of the country, I think, is getting some high temperatures, and it's hot. Like, I just took her on a walk, that's why she's panting. It's just hot outside. Like, we walked over to the lake, and we walked a little bit, and she was just like, no, I need my air conditioning.
I'm done.
And so we came back, she drank some water, but, it's still hot, and I think what it is, like, for a while, he was drinking a lot of Ultima, which has electrolytes, and now he's been kind of switched back to mostly drinking tea during the day, which doesn't have any electrolytes.
That tastes good.
So if you know when you don't have enough electrolytes, post down below what happens when you're low on electrolytes. As I told Heath, it sounds like that's what's going on, and with the heat and it being warm and stress and everything, that'll use all of that up. So he needs to replenish it. So I'm pretty sure I have a bottle of the Ketochow, and I'm going to tell him to start putting that in his tea if he's not going to drink the Ultima. But it also could be that he needs to drink more water again. Because tea, the caffeine can dehydrate you, and then plus not replenishing your electrolytes and the heat and everything. That makes sense to me. If you have an idea, let us know.
It also doesn't help, like we said, it's so hot here, and then we got to do laundry tomorrow, so I had to wear these leg prisons all day. So
they can't. They can only see like here.
Well, I got these dang jeans on.
Yeah, you wore jeans.
I got my formal wear on.
Your formal wear.
For other cruises, I used to get snide remarks like, "Hey Liz," she was making fun of me for wearing jeans to the dining room because we're supposed to dress up on these cruises. And I'm like, well, I'm from Texas. Blue jeans are formal wear. That's how we do.
Yeah. So.
I wear my cleanest jeans to formal night.
How's the DDPY been doing this week?
Fantastic.
Is it getting any more challenging or still staying the same?
It depends. Every once in a while it is when I have to get down on the ground and do it. Because he has that little, wants me to do push-ups kind of. It's not really a full push-up, but just the fact of getting down on the ground and getting in the position is kind of a little iffy. And then he does one little move where you balance yourself on one foot and the opposite arm. And then he wants you to select, I'm resting on my left hand and my right foot, and he wants me to stick my left leg out and my right hand out like I'm shaking hands with somebody. So it's a little challenging because I'm still kind of big boned. So my Dunlop disease has not gone away. So
Yeah.
but it's coming along.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it then?
Yeah. It's A-okay. I'm dealing. I'm sorry, I'm just really tired today too.
Because I think the electrolytes.
Probably.
With me, same old, reverse, still going on. I think I just finished week 10 of the reverse, so I'm eating more and more. And I didn't gain any weight. I didn't lose any inches or gain it, you know, like everything stayed the same as the week before. But she's like, that's what she wants on a reverse, that you're not supposed to be losing on a reverse. So just continuing on that, eating more again. Like, I'm eating so much now, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can seriously eat this much. And I never thought I would say that, because I'm, like several of you, I'm the type of person that I always thought, oh no, I can eat and eat and eat and eat, like there's no off switch. But doing it this way, and maybe because it's slowly increasing each week, I'm like to the point where I'm like, geez, what else am I going to eat? Because this already feels like a lot of food. I don't know what else to add to get this much like protein and fat in.
Fogo then.
No, we bought some discount meat. We're going to make tacos.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
We can do both since you got to eat so much. I'm just saying,
But, I mean,
I'm here to help.
I'm getting like 175 grams of protein and 193 fat. So it definitely gets to where it's like, okay, I'm really eating a lot. And I mean, I'm like full so much where I'm like, okay, 2 meals, they're 2 big meals, it feels like, which, you know, but of course it's at kind of the end of the reverse. So hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks, like I'm ready for a cut, y'all. Like I'm ready to start decreasing again. And I just have the feeling that my second cut's gonna go really well. Like already putting that out there, it's gonna go really well. And even better than the first one. I mean, I've already lost so many inches, but I think it'll be even better this time. So I'm definitely one of the ones, I know it's popular right now to say, oh, you know, cut the fat down. You don't need fat if you're fat. Well, look at me. I still have a lot of fat, but I'm right here to tell you, having the high fat has helped me lose more weight and feel better. Like one of our Hungry Horde members, I was talking to her, and I said, personally for me, and it might be because I was a prior diabetic, I had metabolic issues, I do better with the higher fat. So I know typically keto, it was made for people with mental issues to get that high fat in, and they helped. Well, I'm beginning to wonder if maybe metabolic is in the same line, because there's a huge difference to where I was just having kind of high protein and mediocre fat versus now when I am truly getting the high fat with the protein. I feel so much better. I have so much more energy. My hormones are actually working correctly. And it just has really helped me. And I am actually losing the weight. I'm losing the inches. So for me, the traditional keto with the high fat is definitely made a difference for me. So I'm interested, you know, how are you feeling best? Let us know. Do you feel like when you're doing the high fat, moderate protein, of course low carb, how does that make you feel versus maybe the more trendy right now is to do like a protein high with lower fat, or kind of 50-50. How is that making you feel versus the traditional? What's your favorite way to do keto? Because I know we all have different ways, and I really feel like with keto, you have to find what makes you feel the best. Everybody likes to try different things, which is fine to try it and see what actually makes you feel the best. Because I feel like we're all on this for health reasons and to ultimately feel the best in our daily lives. So what's going to get you there?
Right.
And I feel like with Heath, with him having the MS, I think him having the higher fat is also helping him with his MS. I mean, fat is a very important. We need fat, and we do need protein. And so I think it is important to have both of those. And it's, I could tell. It's
Works out pretty good then too, because my favorite is fatty red meat.
Right, exactly. But like with my fatty red meat, which at most is 50-50, I still add even more butter to that. Right. And you do too, and make it a little more fattier based. Right. And it ends up, I mean, of course it's delicious. Like we had one yesterday. We went to a really neat restaurant and we had a Ketochow steak, which, you know,
they call it a butcher's cut.
Yeah, and I don't see those often on even at steakhouses. I haven't seen that.
Right. We weren't to an area inside the restaurant where we could record it, but I took pictures, so I'll show you all that here shortly.
Yeah, but we ordered the Ketochow steak, and then you get like a sauce with it and a side. We were able to get bacon as our side, and then we got an adobo sauce, but they also had butter. But we kind of got this other like chimichurri sauce that also had oil in it, and that's what we used that for our steaks for dipping. And that steak was really good.
It really was. Like I was fixing to ask her if she wanted to go tonight for dinner for there because it was that good. But let's not be silly.
Let's not be. But that was a good restaurant. I enjoyed it.
And it's the first time we ate there in probably almost 3 years.
Yeah. And that's one thing, now with everything, let us know where you're at. Are things starting to open back up and kind of feel normal? Like it is here. It was nice, like sitting in a restaurant and getting to like order, be waited on, and, you know, have some good food. And
because the waiter didn't even wear a mask.
Yeah, that's right. They didn't.
We're getting back to normal.
Yeah, but of course I still, you know, I feel for everybody in the food industry,
yes.
So I made sure that he got a good tip because
it was
hard.
A good waiter anyway.
Yeah, and he was a really good waiter.
It wasn't just a straight handout to help you feel good. He was a good waiter.
Yeah, but even so, I just feel like, well, you know, they've had it really rough.
Yeah.
Along with, you know, most everybody, but I feel like, you know, in the restaurant, it's such a hard field to begin with. And so he was really good, very knowledgeable, helped us with all of, you know, we have all kinds of questions. Like I always go in and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you lots of questions here. You're going to be talking to the chef.
Right.
Because I'm so, you know, type A when it comes to stuff, but I was really happy. Everything was very clean. Everything came out just really, it really was good. You should have told me that before I pulled out the taco meat, because now I wish we would have went back.
You know what you do? You slip it in the freezer and get out of here as soon as we turn this off. That's how you do that.
So anyways, and then with Delilah, how are you doing, baby? If some of y'all were on the live, you noticed that she kind of limps a little bit. What I noticed is when she first wakes up, she gets like that old saying, stove up. No, that's what I always called it. You know, where it just takes her a while to like kind of walk around to loosen all her joints back. And so she'll kind of limp. Oh, that's my hair, girl. She'll kind of limp right then. But then after a few minutes after she's loosened up, then she'll start putting that leg down. And then the other time she pulls that leg back up is when she wants to run. Yes. So like when we go on our walk, she'll get like really excited. Like we walk all around the hotel area, and there's a park right behind us too. And she's like, "Oh, I want to hurry up and get to the park." So she'll start running.
And takes you for a drag.
Oh my gosh! And so when she starts running, then she pulls that leg up because she's like, "Oh, I go faster if I just hold that leg up."
Aww.
I know, and I'm like, "No, come on, we don't need to run there." Plus, I don't want to run there either. I think it's so hot. But so she's doing pretty well. I'm still continuing to give her that turmeric glucosamine supplement. I mean, I think that's good for her anyways. But she's like, yeah, it's about time you give me that treat.
Right.
And Other than that, I think she's doing pretty well. Yeah.
I guess now we'll just show them what we ate, and you can go feed her while I'm putting that in.
All right. Oh.
Gesundheit.
She's like, I'm tired of this hotel, Mom.
Yes.
All right, let's see your yummy food for the last week.
Awesome. Sunday night dinner is a couple of quarter-pound bacon cheeseburgers. Look at them. And then my sweet wife topped it with an an sunny side up fried egg and some griddled jalapenos. On this mandatory meaty Monday, I'm starting off our meal prep by cooking a whole bunch of bacon on my Blackstone. Next, I'm going to form this 3 pounds of hamburger meat into burger patties. So I am running a little late making lunch today, so I just threw a few patties together just to make sure we got enough. And then I seasoned it with my homemade beef rub, and I'm cooking it all, if you can tell, in that bacon grease. That's going to add lots of flavor too. So let me get this finished and I'll show you all what's next. These burgers are looking good. I just flipped them. Now it's time to start adding the cheese. The sensational Shelly asked me to melt 2 pieces of cheese on her burgers. I can't be outdone by my wife, so I got to do mine the same way. We'll run inside and grab a couple of plates while I let these melt. They look so good. Alright, there's them half-pound cheeseburgers. I'm going to slip them in the oven just to hold them warm until she's actually ready to go to lunch. But man, they look good. Monday night's dinner is prosciutto wrapped chicken dusted with Parmesan cheese cooked in the air fryer. And then we drizzled an Evil Ooze butter sauce over the top. This will be good. Tuesday night dinner, Taco Tuesday. We're at the hotel and the power's out. There's a power line across the way that went out, so we had to cook every dinner on the gas grill. Country boy can survive. Thursday night dinner is a New York strip and some more chicken wings. Saturday night dinner, I got some jalapeno sausage and some portobello mushrooms. We did a little stir fry. And I'm going to dust it with some of this habanero hot sauce. Then I'm going to stuff my face. Sorry to make y'all so jealous for all that beautiful food. But heavy's the head that wears the crown. Somebody's got to do it, and I got to eat it, so. Y'all don't forget now. Every Friday night, 6:30 Central, we go live for the Friday Night Feast. This week, due to viewers' request, we're going to be making a barbecue chicken pizza. And I'm hoping by this time we'll be back at the house and I can cook it up on a Blackstone. I just love the way those pizzas come out on that.
Not that our house is going to be ready. Oh, no. But we've got water running, so the insurance is like, well, if the water's running, you can stay there now.
Yeah. I mean, because the last week or so at least, maybe 2 weeks, we've been doing laundry at the house instead of paying for it here at the little laundromat.
Yeah. That saves money.
Yeah.
But, so we just got to work on this week, getting everything out of the hotel, because we did kind of move in here.
Right. We've been here, what, 3 months? 4 months?
I don't know.
It's been a while. know.
Yeah, it's going on 4 months since the winter storm, so pretty close to that.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready to get home.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully this Friday night, if everything goes as planned, we'll be there, and you can just see the disaster that we're living in. It feels like it.
It's a
construction site.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's a beauty in the making.
It's a what do they call it? Rough rock or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
basically, it's first world problem. We still have a roof over our head.
Yeah.
So we can't complain too much.
No, I'm just the type of person, I like everything nice and organized and neat. So when it's like chaotic, I just feel chaotic too. So
we just walk in the house and look at everything on a disarray. She starts having the heebie-jeebies.
Yes, it just like stresses me out.
I'm like, hey, man, calm down. It's gonna be all right. It's just a work in progress. Oh.
So we'll see. Wish us luck.
While y'all doing that, do me a favor though. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you're going to tune in Friday or not. See if it sounds interesting to y'all. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.